And we're good. Hello, friends.
What
Today we got
What's
a special guest, dude. I got my homie Zach. I don't even know how to say it.
Xaks Mek, Xaks Mek.
That's how I thought you said it. Xaks Mek,
Yeah.
dude. He's a DJ. I actually never asked him how to pronounce that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's how it sounded in my head. Trey is not with us today. He had a scheduling conflict with work. He got the dates mixed up, so he's I think he might be coming home from work right now, but he's driving like I think 100 miles or some shit.
Okay.
So he wasn't gonna make it. So it's all good.
That's cool, yeah.
But it's all good. I'm just me and the homie. We're gonna get it through it, and hopefully provide some good conversation.
Yeah. That definitely is something that we can get into, and yeah, like I said, you pronounce it. You asked me how to pronounce it. Xaks Mek is the correct pronunciation. So it's basically my real name.
Yeah,
It's not like an artist name.
that's your real name.
Yeah.
That's your actual name.
I used that real
I
name.
thought that was your DJ name, bro.
No.
Wait, that's your last name is
yeah.
Mek?
DJing is great, but my I mean DJ name. I had some other names in the past, man, like crazy, like it was a DJ thing, but gradually grew out of that for a little bit, and then doing shows here and there, trying to promote and bottle sales, ticket sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun while it lasted. I mean, I started, man, out of school like '98. From believe it or not, I went to like a corpse.
You went to you're in the
The
Marines.
corpse, yeah. The
You're in the Marines?
like no, it's like a Boy Scout thing.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. So they had like a room. They had like a setup where you could actually attend a class or do some DJing there. I kind of learned from that. But that was the days when the CDs are out. So
Wait,
you had to put the CD in on each side and then like play off the mixer.
Wait, so you learned how to DJ from the Boys and Girls Club? Anything like that?
No, it's not a Boys and Girls Club thing, but I started from there. I kind of got the idea like, well, it's something I can do,
Oh, that's
And,
cool. My Boys and Girls Club was lame, bro. Like we had, dude. I just have a random memory of the Boys and Girls Club, dude. Is like they like technically never made you stay there,
Yeah.
So they would pick me up from my school, right? And then like you could like just leave the club if you wanted to. Like they didn't like forcibly like keep you there. Like how in school you can't just walk out of school.
Yeah.
And when I found that out, bro, I would just like walk around to the stores with my friends and just kick it,
Yeah.
And one day my mom came to pick me up and I wasn't there, dude. And she like flipped out on the workers, bro. She was like yelling at them and
You went
shit.
MIA.
Yeah, I went MIA, bro. 'Cause she
Damn.
came like a little bit earlier, dude. She came like 30 minutes early. And so I was just chilling. Like I think there was like an Albertsons across the street, I was just chilling there,
I've been to the Boys and Girls Club, playing like ping pong or the little billiards they got there, whatever game activities, I'd go there just to hang out sometimes when I was in those days.
Yeah.
Nowadays I have to drop off somebody's kid at the, Boys and Girls Club just to keep them there to enjoy activities with the community. I guess that's what it's for, right? Boys and Girls Club in the community.
I thought it was
they would like, like had to sign. You would have to like sign them out and in and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Nowadays,
just
before
so
it
they
was
have
like you go
records.
in, just sign up, just go walk right in, right?
I also want to add there's a party going on the other side of the store. For
yeah.
those of you that
This is
so I don't know if you guys can hear it. I was gonna do a test, but I forgot to.
okay.
But I guarantee y'all could probably hear it, but it's all good. We'll work it out, dude. If not, fuck it.
Yeah. No, we'll keep it in there.
We're gonna go party with them after.
We had a live spot. We're somewhere.
Bro, you think they're
somewhere-
partying for Chinese New Year? They're like all white people.
There was a couple of Asian dudes.
Was there?
Yeah. No, I think there's somebody's birthday probably
On Chinese New Year. It's
Maybe
my
get together.
It's actually my homie Charles' birthday today. He's Korean.
Oh yeah, where's he at now?
He's in Anaheim.
Oh nice.
Yeah, I grew up in Anaheim, so most of
Yeah.
my boys are out there. Actually, Charles, I didn't meet him out there. I met him at the gym, but yeah, he's Korean. I don't. Do they celebrate Chinese
full
New Year?
Korean?
I think so.
Koreans? No, they
got
have
their
a
own?
different kind of thing.
Is there a Korean New Year?
There is something I can't recall what it was, but yeah, they have their time where they celebrate some of their culture and history of Korea, whatever. I got a buddy too. He's in Buena Park. He's Korean. I was with him last night. Actually, went to a Korean barbecue place.
Fuck yeah! Which one did you go to?
It's somewhere off of I think it was Lincoln on near Knott's, past Knott's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that Anaheim area.
Lincoln or Lincoln past now. I'm trying to think. There's some sick spots around Buena Park area.
It's like a buffet. They recommended it. They hit me up last minute yesterday and asked me if I wanted to join them. I was like, all right, we'll go. It's not bad. It was like a deal. They had like $23.99 for buffet, but you would go get your like salads and like, like all the side dishes, whatever.
Yeah.
But the meat would come
to you. I've been to one like that. I can't remember the name of it. It's cool, I guess, because you don't gotta wait for the size, I guess.
Yeah. No, it was good. I mean, we had a bunch of soju. End up, racking up the bill.
Yeah.
With a bunch of soju and a couple of beers.
Dude, I hate. Do you like warm soju? I don't like it, dude.
Oh, I never had it like that. I had sake, but not soju, like warm. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. Is there warm soju?
Was it sake?
Maybe it was sake. That's the Japanese, right? You're right. I think, dude. I'm barely Asian, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. You still working the Asian side, and working the American
I'm trying to learn,
side.
bro. No, well, I'm half Mexican, dude. Side. So I was like, but yeah, that's cool, man, dude. So how long you been DJing for, man?
Like I said, man, it's like 98. That was like the beginning of getting out of school, and like I liked it, doing stuff that was like, being creative with sounds, or I actually didn't start with the CDs. I started with the vinyls. Like I started buying vinyls.
That's old school.
And my buddy, a friend of our friends, and was funny because these two they're totally different on music. Like the other guy will listen to like straight hip hop, like like Bay Area and all that stuff. And then the other guy, believe it or not, he was a DJ, but he's part of their friend. They grew up together, and he did drum and bass. Like he had a setup in his room, and I was inspired by it. Like, oh, he had that ASR with the pads and stuff, like playing the keys and the drums on there. I think is what it's called, rolling ASR or something like that. It's pretty
with the
nice little board. Yeah.
Dude, I remember the MP. What was it called? The MPC, right?
Yeah, I had that.
That shit was
I had the MPC.
That thing's like legendary, bro.
That is. Yeah. But I had the first one where you had to buy all that extra components to put in it to give it like boost, RAM, and extension for chords and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I didn't go that far.
I got the MPK. Have you seen the MPK?
Is that the new latest?
It's
one?
like it's just a controller, so it's like a keyboard with the pads on it.
Oh yeah.
So it's like it's just the computer does all the work,
Yeah,
it's mostly just something.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
It's just crazy how things have changed,
Yeah, it runs off that program.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what's funny?
Control.
It's funny too because when I went to school for music, like when everything's done digitally now,
Yeah.
So it's like there's like a sound you get when shit is done through what do they call it when it's not digital? I'm spacing right now.
What do you mean, like software?
No, when you're recording shit naturally. Anyway, so
analog.
That's the word. I'm faded.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, it's straight old school, and then I still try to practice that, and I do have a setup at home like kind of like that, and then I try to like manipulate, and then control the sounds. But the sounds it's hard to keep it nice and clean if you don't have the good like perfect setup. You got to know your highs and lows, your decibels, and hertz and everything. So it's kind of you got to keep that balance. But you see it as you visual it, like like the peak levels and stuff.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go directly where it's on 0. Maybe like 4 decibels or 3 decibels less.
Yeah.
It's always a good peak for sound control.
Gotcha.
Because you could turn it up on after that. You put it in your program. You could just blow it up. You know, and then tone it down with some compressors or whatever, like thresholds.
Yeah, fades, tools and stuff.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was in school, everything. So like I said, everything's digital now, right? So they teach you in digital, but we still had like the board and all that. But it's crazy because when you record digital, it's like they're adding effects to make it sound more analog,
Yeah.
So like white noise is like specific to like most analog stuff, like most digital stuff. It's a very like low noise floor, so you don't really hear a lot of white noise. So you get like, and then even like a tape, like if you record on a tape machine, that has like a warmth to it, like I don't know how to explain, like there's a warmth. So when you do things digital, you'll get like a tape machine program to make it give it that warmth,
Yeah.
They'll add like there'll be like a white noise program to give it. It's just so funny how it's like you're
filter.
You're backwards engineering. Yeah, it's basically a filter. You're backwards engineering it, to make it sound more like I guess, natural and more
Yeah,
analog.
those days were tough, man. Like we had to set up, like I was doing some
Yeah.
rig stuff, you know, like I was rigging from a mixer and then ran into like some speakers, you know. And
Yeah.
I was like, man, I mean, we're trying to get something like just kind of like a rough, you know, draft, but other than that, we wanted to go to the studio. We knew the studio had like best
That shit was
quality
popping.
sound.
Yeah. Now you have a studio on your fucking computer, bro.
Yeah, nowadays you don't need just pop open the laptop. He's like, boom,
Dude,
studio.
this podcast is like completely mobile, dude.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
this
run
is
through
sweet.
phones and like adapters and shit, dude. It's
like it.
It's
like
dope.
It. Yeah.
But it's just crazy how times have changed, dude, and it makes me think about the future. Like, you know, what's next? You know.
Yeah.
I don't even like. Is music gonna be a thing, or is it just gonna be like you hook something up to your brain and like, are you gonna really have to learn it? You know?
Yeah, you have to go to the
know.
process, man. You got to know, you know, the notes, keeping stuff, you know, at the same notes, but then kind of throwing in some other, you know, close notes. You don't want to go outside the circle, you know. And it's kind of like a graph where you start to get like, you know, like numbers in your head, and you're like, okay, let's do this 75%, we do this 10%, and then the rest, you know, on that 15%, whatever. But yeah, dude, it turns out well, and then but creating quality is best, because before, like I was struggling trying to get the quality because I didn't go to school.
Yeah,
but I did learn from people that did go to school, or I'll do like some, you know, tutorial videos, and I had a lot of different programs from, you know, like Pro Tools, what is it? What is it? Propeller Head.
Propeller Head. I don't know what that.
Yeah, Propeller Head. Cubase, and
I know Cubase.
Yeah, Cubase.
For that Propeller Head, I don't know what that is.
Propeller Head was like a setup, like a rack.
Oh,
like you could flip the screen and then go to the back and do the wires. Then flip the screen, and then it'll be like the front of all the modulators and you know, like equalizer, everything. It was cool. It was cool. It's from Propeller Head. I forgot the sub name of that, but yeah, if you check out Propeller Head, you might run into something. There might be like a more improved one, because that back then it was like, man, I forget what year that was, but like
2000
2005, dude. Yeah, it was like something that came out, and I got it. I sucked my head into it, and then I started to realize like everything coming from the computer was like juicy, like sounds like, oh god. And I came across other VSTs. I was like, wow, this is incredible sound. Like you don't have to do much.
Dude, yeah, the new shit, bro. You know what I fuck with heavy, bro? Is lately I've been getting really deep into Isotope. You ever use Isotopes?
Yeah, Isotope.
Their shit is made so easy for people, bro. It's kind of like cheating, I feel like, bro.
Well, you know, you got to kind of do some little tweaking here and there on the sounds, but you don't try to keep it as a preset.
Yeah.
But if you do, it's okay. You know, if other producers might be like, oh, he's using presets.
Dude, honestly, like, okay, so when I was younger,
you don't want to ruin the sound.
Yeah, when I was younger, I was like that guy that I was like, nah, that's not engineering. That's cheating and stuff.
Yeah, that is cheating.
Now that I'm older, bro, it's like, dude, get it how you can, bro. Like, if you want to use something that does the work for you, it uses algorithms and shit.
Yeah, no.
And fuck it, bro. And honestly, like sometimes I'll use just the algorithm to, because dude, Isotope will literally have a button you click and it'll analyze the sound, and you just tell it what you want it to do, and it'll automatically change it to like if you need a de-esser, you know, you just tell it you want to get rid of the plosives and the S's, you know, and then it'll analyze. You push the button, and it sometimes it does a better job than when I do it manually.
This is on another level, man. I mean, I haven't really got into Isotope. Dude, Isotope's crazy.
Yeah, their new stuff, like their Nectar 3.
I mean, I do have some like VSTs that I got from them just to do like
you go deep in it, bro. If you got
gain and you know, like compressors or equalizers and stuff. But like if you're talking about like the specific like DAW, like digital audio workstation.
Well, it's not to plug in. It runs with Logic, but it's just really simplified, dude.
The plugins. Yeah.
I mean, it runs there. I use it with Logic, but you can use it.
No, definitely is not cheating, dude. It's just it's made available for you. Yeah, so just use it. You know, it makes it simple and
dude. It sounds good, bro. And like, I use the Isotope Nectar for my mastering for every pod now, dude. For every episode, I'll run it through that at the end, you know, just to give it like a crisper sound, dude. And it just works really well, dude. You know, and fucking
yeah, definitely. I love it, man. I love messing with these, you know, programs and just new stuff that we aren't even aware of yet. And I'm gonna be surprised because they they come with some really
Damn,
good
I
stuff.
don't even know if we're
man.
even supposed to hit it in here. There's like cameras.
It's good. No,
It's-
they, it's just they monitor the place. It's a Saturday, so we good. And
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm glad that I kept them going. I mean, I took like huge breaks sometimes, like 2 years. Like, I'm gonna leave this music for a while and try to explore the world out there where people are actually, like communicating and interacting with each other
Yeah.
in society. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm like away from society when I'm in the studio so much. It's like,
That's the thing, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
when you're fucking with music like that, bro, it's like it's such a secluded like hobby, dude.
yeah.
I remember when I was going to school, dude, I was super into like I was super into powerlifting, I had just started like fighting, And I remember one of my professors was like, "Yeah, he's like, you're not gonna be so much in shape the longer you do this." He was off fat. He's like, them long nights in the studio,
Yeah.
And I was just like, never. That's not gonna be me, dog.
No, yeah. It's like you're lounging like a couch potato all the
Yeah.
time. And
You
on
are,
the chair,
bro, because you're just using your fingers.
Yeah,
dude.
using your fingers
and like
and, like,
those
your
sessions are
brain,
like
yeah.
10, 12 hours sometimes.
Yeah, I had to get out of that too, and I try to go do some, exercise, cardio, whatever.
Yeah.
Even a sauna, man. Like I could sleep better.
I'm gonna tell you something though. He wasn't a liar, bro. Because the reason I'm still in shape was because I started removing myself from music, like because then once I started
to
fighting,
boxing, to kickboxing.
yeah, it's like a full job, dude. Like you can't. I mean, you can't half-ass it if
that's
you
a
want to
good
get hurt.
workout. And you know how to squab when you're out there.
Yeah.
Like, watch
But-
out, bro. I know MMA.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to know. I mean, I had a little, spalling experience in the past. Yeah, sparring, sparring, right? Like
Sparring? Yeah, sparring. Got you, sparring.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yeah.
kind of pick up that English tone, that
The
Australian
lingo, bro.
tone.
It's like a whole other world, right?
Yeah, the whole world over there, they speak different, man.
Oh, it's like when you're talking about plugins and compressors, it's like a whole other language. Like when you say that at my gym, like 90% of the people are gonna be like lost, bro.
Yeah,
It's
they don't
just-
understand the language.
They don't know, bro. It's a whole other world. I wish I had more time so I could learn more shit,
Yeah,
yeah,
man. Like I've been doing good, man. The album was recorded from all my old shit, and I just put it on there. I didn't care if it was like the shit,
yeah,
because you're gonna have like suck ass songs. You're gonna have like some really hits, like good hits. Like you came across sounds and you like started doing some shit to put it together. Like brainstorming that shit,
yeah.
and
When
it comes out well, man. Like some of it.
Do you normally like have like a team or something that you work with when you're making music?
My team is
So you-
on the internet.
so you
dude.
ma-
like
do
I'll
you-
find people. Like
Do you master everything yourself and like
actually,
engineer it, or
this
what?
one guy that I came across really helped on mastering and editing, because I would send it out.
Oh, okay. So
I send it to
do
like
you-
a studio in Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
They would send it back
Yeah.
through the internet, and like it's like, wow, it turned out good.
It makes it sound
and,
clean, bro. Right?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
cleanness, it makes it sound a lot better.
yeah,
That's what makes it
boosting it.
professional.
You could get the radio version, the bass version, the vocal version. It's like they give you like a different set
Yeah.
of like how they tune it to give it more vocals or bass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I do that now, but
Not on that
not
level.
as good as him.
Yeah. You're not like a pensado or something,
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I wanted to do as a career, bro. I wanted to be an engineer, and I worked in it for like 2 years, and I was like, man, this is. I like the job, dude, but the vibe is like, I don't like the vibe, bro, because it's like when you're working with artists, dude. It's tough, bro. It's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, if you're working with rappers, that's like,
Yeah, I was working-
paranoid,
dude.
You're like at the studio,
bro,
like,
they
did
show
you
up
bring
on
a gun
drugs,
to the studio?
dude, and then it's also like, bro, rappers are like, I mean, in my experience, like, not to talk shit on rappers or anything.
No, it's nothing.
But in
like
my
that.
experience, bro, they didn't really have a lot of talent, bro. So they didn't know music. They weren't musically talented, They didn't know what middle C was.
Yeah,
So it's like I'm trying to like talk to them to
they
make a
just
song.
know the streets, man.
Exactly, they
come
just
in
know
there
how to
with the
rap.
streets, and then they just rap.
They just rap, yeah. But if
They
I'm
bring whatever they feel like they have to stay strapped, because that's the streets.
Yeah.
That's how they live every day. They're out there shining, with chains and gold, and then you have to be careful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are looking at you. Everybody's looking at you. If
it can
you're
get
creating that-
messy. But aside
Yeah.
from that, it was just the work was just harder because, like I said, they didn't understand music, So I'm trying to ask this dude, like, I had to come up with terms in my head to make it easier to basically conversate with them, Like, for instance, like if like I would be like, all right, what do you consider saucy, Because like some person, if you tell them like, oh, that needs more sauce, that could mean it needs to be louder, you know. It could mean like, oh, you know, they want to cut some like frequencies out, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's like you need to it's like for one, before the studio starts, it's like I already have to create like a baseline of lingo, you know.
Yeah.
Just so as an engineer I can help you, because I'm essentially making the song for you, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not about me making it how I want it to sound, it's however you want it to sound, you
Yeah,
know?
it's up to
so
them.
I need to figure out what's in your head, but if you don't understand music,
you can hear, you know, what they're kind of thinking as well.
You got to figure them out.
Yeah.
But then aside from that, they would always show up on drugs, dude. And some of them were cool, but then I had like this, like, all right, I was working with this one artist and he would always show up on like perks and shit. And like, dude, he was a friend of mine. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to burn him, dude. But he was a rapper friend, and he would come to the studio, pay money to like record shit that you couldn't even understand because he was all like nodding out. Yeah. And I would be like, bro, like go home and come back tomorrow and let's do this again, you know? And I remember one time I was like, bro, you need to relax, dude. Like you're just wasting money. Like and he would like literally, he'll start a song and then be not feeling it, record like maybe a minute into it and then like go into another song. We would do like 10 songs in one night. None of them close to finish, you know?
It happens.
So yeah, I was just trying to help him out and he got offended, you know? Ooh. And he went and told the owner of the studio, bro, that like he didn't want to work with me because this and that, you know?
Yeah.
It was all fucked up, dude. But obviously the owner of the studio.
Maybe, the vibes in there is also a key to being in a circle where you can feel comfortable to make music.
Well, it's just also the type of person that like being an artist is usually like, they're like, oh, I'm the shit type person. You'll get a lot of cool people that are really nice, you know?
Yeah, they're not, everybody's like, you're so damn cocky in a way.
I didn't like that, bro. So I was just, like I said, I lost like 2 friendships over and trying to make music with them. When I was working like as their engineer, and I was just like, man, fuck this music shit, bro. You know?
No, I had those experiences too. Like, I'm like, oh man, we've been in the dungeon for like weeks every other day, or we'll schedule something like once a week and then we'll meet, and then sometimes it's magic, sometimes it's not. If it's not, we just let's go out and have a drink. Let's go find something. Let's go around, and enjoy ourselves. But yeah, bonding with people is
be nice to your workers, bro. That's all I gotta say for you.
Be more respectful.
Yeah, man. You're a cool guy though. You're different. You seem like a cool guy. Like I've never made music with you, but I can tell off your personality that you're like more respectful type.
Yeah, no, I am hitting that peak of my ages, and I'm gonna be there, but I'm just gonna try to be more humble and like think more thoroughly. And then, as far as everything, the entertainment business, music, I try my hardest not to step on anybody. I show them some love, because the sounds out there are out there, but whoever comes across it and can make something of it, like they pop and blow up from it or something, you know what I mean? Like there's some big artists that actually look into my stuff, and I'm like, oh, he's giving me hits. He's checked my stuff out.
Yeah.
But they have their own stuff, and then they're doing, bigger stuff, but they're looking for other people that could actually be in that, sound, class or whatever. But it's hard to be original, but I try my best, dude. Like I listen to other people and like, it's almost close, but I did my own little, like tweak to it and just kind of go with it, But for now, it's like, I know they want more consistency.
It's important.
Yeah. And then with the sound and everything too, but I try to, just through my, like the first album, like through my years, like I would experience different sounds, different, eras. Like they'd be like, this year they're doing more house. Mm-hmm. They're doing more like pop or something, and then it's like, you got to jump in the game, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to try to work something out. And there's actually big artists that are doing that right now.
Yeah.
They're making hits for pop songs and whatnot. I mean, that's where I sink my head. Like, I'm not going to stick to just like drum and bass or just bass house or something. I'm going to jump into all those sounds, and I'm going to bring them all together and try to create some like massive, I feel good about this year because I got fucking so many sounds that's coming across my files, and then like it played. I mean, I play it off a MIDI.
Yeah.
Or I'll take a sample. I forgive me or not, man. I mean, I use samples too. Like you can take the samples, but like extract the files of key MIDI, mm-hmm. and then use the piano roll.
Yeah.
And then make it your own sound.
Yeah.
But some people don't know how to actually run that program on the computer,
Yeah.
but
My
it's actually dope, man.
Yeah, my favorite little cheat thing to do, dude. So I when I was making beats and stuff, I did trap stuff,
Yeah,
also
yeah.
like rap trap, not like EDM trap. But a little cheat thing that I would do is I would find a sample I liked, you take the sample, you downscale it, right? So you pitch it down. Like I would go usually pitch it down like I don't know, 1 or 3 pitches, and then I would reverse it, reverse the sound, and then I would chop it up once it was reversed and put it back into place, like for instance, like bar. So if you reversed it, like bar 1 is now bar 4, right? So I
Yeah,
would chop it and then put bar 4 all the way back to where it was, bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, right?
yeah,
And it gives it this like really dragged out, slow, pitchy trap thing. You should check it out. I don't know if it'll work for
yeah.
EDM,
No,
bro.
definitely.
I'll show you.
Check it out.
It's a pretty common technique in trap, but that was like my favorite little cheat sheet.
But
Like,
the good thing you're using the same program I'm using, right? FL.
I'm using Logic now, yeah, but it's easier to do.
More easier.
I think FL is easier for me at least.
Oh, okay.
But Logic has gotten easier. They've actually stolen a lot of stuff from FL. Dude,
Yeah.
I like 808s, dude. When I was in college, you couldn't manipulate 808s in Logic, bro. Like
Really?
you'd have to go through a complicated process. Like how in FL
Yeah.
you take the sample, your 808 sample, and you can literally just pitch it down or up by just clicking it and moving it up or down.
Right.
In Logic at the time, you couldn't like audio samples were stuck as audio samples, so you couldn't turn a MIDI and you couldn't move them up or down.
Well, yeah, I know. Then again, I don't know anything about Logic,
Yeah.
but I know
It was
they're almost
retarded.
similar.
But they stole that. They changed it and they stole it from FL.
But
If you
yeah,
want to see
Logic
it.
is for more Apple, right?
Yeah, it's only
I
Apple.
mean, everything, the sound card, everything is already juiced up in there,
Uh-huh.
so that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah,
But other computers like you're using HP or something,
yeah.
which nowadays HP is just like
That's the shit right now.
the Xeon inside there, not the processor.
Never even heard of it.
Man,
but
that's
it's a good processor.
Yeah, they have like super. That's better than the latest processor.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look into HP, they have the 880 or 440 or something like that too, and that's actually what I'm using, like a
Yeah.
tower built for business or gaming, but not gaming. It's not gaming. It's built for like a business,
Yeah.
like to run like a like a hub for like internet
Mhm.
apps or whatever companies. You know what I mean? So I use that. I mean, like they use like programs like engineering programs,
Yeah.
and I got into that a little bit too.
I just been using Apple products. Like honestly, like I never had a MacBook until like college and shit. And I was
Yeah.
like, I just like it because you can get like a MacBook. It'll be like 8 gigs RAM. The specs will be low, but if you use like an Apple app, like Logic or Final Cut Pro, it's
Yeah.
optimized so well, dude, that it can run it really fucking good off like a low powered like MacBook. Compared to like when I was using Windows, bro, you'd have to max everything out.
But yeah, no, the new laptops now have that Thunderbolt cord.
Yeah,
A lot of things are coming
Yeah.
through Thunderbolt.
That's
like,
the new
wow.
wave. I know.
Yeah, it picks up signals and sends files faster, I believe.
I know what's next, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be like you don't have to
do
even
wireless,
that,
I think, or some shit.
You'd be like link the phone back to back and like boom, you
just
get all that,
instant or something, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be crazy.
That is crazy, dude.
That is technology that's coming from some fucking that's out of this world, dude. Like you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
electricity. It's just the whole scientific thing on developing on everything. It's
Yeah.
just crazy.
It could just all be simulated.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a dream. You know what I always wondered, dude? Since I was a kid, is like, what if like this whole existence here on this world, it's just someone sleeping,
Yeah.
and like eventually they're gonna wake up, and it's like to us, it's like the Earth is like what 3 billion years old or some shit, or is it 3 billion, 7 billion?
Imagine humans don't even sleep, dude.
What if in this guy's dream that we're in, like this thing's, it's only like a nap,
Yeah.
And so when he wakes up and the world ends in like 10 trillion years, let's say hypothetically,
That's crazy.
it was literally only like 2 hours in his life, of sleeping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just time warped himself.
I don't know.
into
What
places,
is time,
or
dude?
something? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
kinda
so
crazy.
anyways, back to your fucking story arc, bro. So where'd you grow up? You grew up in Orange County, or?
We came from. I was born in southern Thailand, near Phuket.
Oh, nice. I know.
But my mother's Laos, and she traveled down there and met my father. So
Yeah.
I'm half Thai and Laos, but I'm repping, Asian, whatever. But I'm not trying to go too hard about that. You know what I mean? But we're everybody. We're all one people. So it's not just
Yeah.
neither colored me, and I've been around different types of people. But yeah, I came here to Santa Ana. We landed. We migrated to Santa Ana because the war back in Vietnam
Mhm.
was pretty hectic. So
It's pretty bad, dude.
we came as refugees, and then we stayed in Santa Ana, And it was a war going on in America too. Like there was the blacks and the whites,
You're
or
like,
the blacks and the
it's
Mexicans.
different type of war, but
Yeah.
there's like no
We
Asians
go
probably back
outside,
then.
it was like gang battles, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, anyways, long story short, my grandfather got us out of there, and it was like bad, dude. Santa Ana was bad.
It's still pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's never gonna change. Like Anaheim was.
It's looking a little. They're trying to get rid of the homeless people, so it's looking a little bit better.
Yeah. So I came to Santa Ana, and then since that incident, like it was a rough, living situation for my grandparents, because we were refugees.
Didn't speak English.
Yeah, didn't speak English. We had to get out of there.
Yeah.
So we went closer up north to Sacramento.
That was back then when being racist was cool. Dude, now it's not cool.
I don't know.
Look at the 90s and shit, bro.
It was kind of bad. It's bad.
It was okay to be white back then, bro. Nowadays, you can't be saying that shit.
Yeah. So we went to Sacramento, and then we had family there. And it's good to be close to family. And they know, some of them knew English,
Yeah.
So we kind of worked that way. But then we ended up going back, coming south of Sacramento to the Central Valley, to Fresno.
Uh-huh.
And then that was like a agriculture, like everything. Like I would go to like farms, they would, get like fresh cow meat, everything. Like he was into that. He was into that, and I followed him around. And then
in Sacramento?
No, in Fresno.
Oh, in Fresno.
Agriculture.
Oh, my homie Scott's from Fresno, bro. I wonder if dude, yeah. Justin's actually his dad owns a famous restaurant in Fresno. The dude that I was gonna be on. But
really? It's probably
dude, you probably know him. Fucking Justin,
yeah.
Dude. Probably Scott too, dude. Scott's been living out there his whole life, dude.
Oh yeah? You got some buddies out there. Yeah, Fresno's it's pretty chill, man. I mean, everybody's culture.
Big ass gang problem over there, bro.
They did have a lot of gang problems, and it's still, kind of going around.
You gotta stop following the gangs,
like
homie. Go somewhere nice, dude.
Yeah. And it's just like right here in Compton or wherever, you know what I mean? You're just like, you're going in bad areas. You're going there with the wrong colors.
It's usually cheaper in those areas. So that's why people move there.
Right. Yeah, it was cool though. But Fresno was good, man. I grew up there, went to school, stayed there for a while, end up, getting into trouble. But I was like, in middle school, like we had a group of friends that were breakdancing. I got into a little bit of that too, breakdancing, and the entertainment, like they were taggers though.
Yeah,
I ended up doing they were taggers. They recruited me.
Tag at night, breakdance during the day.
I was like, shit, we are really on some shit.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was wild. Just we would get high too and just drink, and we were.
That was before fucking fentanyl.
Drugs
were easy.
No, man,
drugs were cleaner. I would say
that stuff going around right now is crazy. But I'm glad that they cut a lot of it like down. Like
they're trying to figure it out. It's tough. Mexico's bringing it from China. Well, it's crazy because I saw this little documentary about it, and all the cartels are buying the fentanyl from Chinese companies, like legally. Yeah, because it's okay. You can legally buy fentanyl. I guess
they got ships. Man.
So, so they ship planes. It to the cartels, and then they put it in. Dude, they're putting it in like every drug, bro. It's in cocaine now. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that shit game just fucks you up, man.
It don't even make sense why it's in cocaine, for one. They're mixing an opiate with fucking like an upper, stimulant.
Oh yeah, but people are dying, man. Don't mix that for me. People are dying, so you don't want you to be in that situation where you get fucked up and fucked over.
Yeah, well, dude, my homegirl passed away like I think a month or two ago from she took some Xanax that fentanyl in it. Yeah,
that's why I don't mess with that. I just I like smoking green and drinking, but I've been drinking so much, like the drinking habits are catching up and hitting my health pretty hard too. But then I'll try to go work out and sweat and do all that, drink a lot of water.
Gotta work out, man. It's important.
Yeah, I still need to keep up, man, because I'm getting to that point where I'm like gonna be hopefully not like, like fucked up in the joints or something. It was something minor though, but I don't if anything major.
Gotta go back to Fresno, bro. Eat healthy and shit.
Eat all the farm vegetables and fruits.
They got a lot of farms out there, bro. Yeah. That's all when you said Sacramento at first. I was like, wait, what's out in Sacramento? I was trying to think, and then you said Fresno, and I was like, dude, because I've been out there. This is like, dude, there's like orange grows, grape.
Yeah, I got a flock of family there, dude. Yeah. Like a lot.
There's actually, you know what? Now that you mentioned it, there's a big Lao community in Fresno, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there's like huge, man. Like temples and New Year's Eve, the Lao's New Year, Thai New Year. It gets pretty crowded there, and they do like firework time. So, like time where they had like a 4th of July, but it's in another way of putting it in the country.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a celebration for gunpowder or something. I don't know.
Gang shit.
Yeah. Celebration gunpowder. You know, inherited some like a ton of gunpowder or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
you-
Fresno's cool, man. I mean,
Do you know any like Hmong people?
Hmong?
Yeah,
Yeah. There's a couple of people that I knew. I grew up with them.
What's that thing they do? So for Hmong New Year, okay, so I never did.
They did that ritual.
What's the thing? But what's the thing where so if like you like a girl or if a girl likes you, they give you something or you take. It's like you know what I'm talking about. It's like this game.
But I never.
I'm butchering this, bro. There's this game, dude, or like a thing that they do if you're Hmong on Hmong New Year. I can't. I'm gonna butcher this, but I'm just gonna give you an example.
Just.
I think they give you something, right? And you wear it on you. And if someone likes you, they take it from you. And then you go talk to them, I guess, if you like them.
That's a good way to do it. I mean, they can't take nothing off you now, like us, like out here.
That's cool because if you're shy, bro, you just have to
like here.
That's pre-Tinder, bro. Because
what
nowadays
if
you just swipe.
Rejection came, you know, like what?
She grabs that shit back.
Yeah.
Shit back home.
Yeah.
But like it's like pre-Tinder because Tinder you just swipe for if you're shy. You know?
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. No, I know Hmong.
Something similar to that.
Their culture and whatnot, but they have some really wild things.
They dress way different.
They're from Laos too.
Are they?
They're from
the mountains.
Laos.
Yeah. So from like it's like mountains of like Laos, Vietnam.
Yeah, but
and
they
like
developed their
areas.
own language and their culture's a little different too. But they inherit, the same kind of.
They kind of look more like Russian, like the way they dress and stuff. Their clothes look more like old school
like
Russian.
Mongolians.
Yeah, like Mongolians. Yeah, you're right. Actually, more like Mongolians.
I believe they're from Mongolia. They still represent Hmong, but they landed in Laos, and it was like they had to stay there because they had like Genghis Khan wars and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is when you have like a ruler come over and start taking over a lot of land and he starts eradicating culture, and so then after he's gone, you're like, fuck, what am I, bro? Like,
dude, I ran into some Mongolian. I was surprised. Like, you rarely see them out here in America.
I see a lot of Mongolians, bro. If you go to, we're in HB right now. If you go to the bar, you'll see a lot of fucking, check out the dudes on dirt. No, Mongolians. The Mongols.
Damn, dude. No, they're cool, dude. I get surprised. Like, if I saw like an Egyptian person with blue eyes, I would asking them questions. Like, I want to get to know this person, because it interests me because the culture, and I never experienced like any friends or close. I mean, I grew up, believe it or not, like a lot of Latinos.
Yeah. Well, you're in SoCal for sure. Blacks, for Santa Ana.
I have friends, like in that. I don't just hang out with the Lao or Thai, but they're always there. And then the whites. It's kind of like, a mixed pot for me. Because, I mean, I also went, like, I got to the point where I was catching cases as a juvenile for being just in trouble, little random shit like smoking weed.
That's when it was bad.
And then they have a knife in my pocket just because I'm out, and shit like that.
Gotta watch your back, homie.
Even if that, and my boys are driving drunk, and you're in the car with them, and they search the car and they find stuff, you're in trouble, But I went from there, so I got in trouble. My mom was like, "Man, this guy's getting bad." Like getting in trouble, and tagging too. You got caught for tagging too. It's crazy.
You're a fucking menace, dog.
Yeah. No, it was good times.
She escaped warfare for you to fuck up.
I wish I'd have stayed more in school.
She's honestly. Like, you're supposed to be a doctor.
Yeah. You're supposed to do something great with yourself. And I wish I had, because
I took a bullet for you.
You live around, the slums, and with other kids that are hanging out outside. If you don't come hang with them, they're gonna be like, you're a bitch.
And what's different too, it's like the culture here is different. It's like being a minority and stuff. It's you're not hanging out with a lot of people that are gonna be like fucking, doctors. At least in my experience, it's like my homies were all like, moving weight and like fighting over fucking territory.
That good group of people where
you are who you surround yourself with, and
make you stronger.
And unfortunately, when you move into like poor neighborhoods, you're not getting fucking like people going to Princeton and shit like that.
Yeah, this is like my childhood years, but everything is a lot better. And I did take on some schooling, went to college and stuff a little bit too, trying to pursue business.
Yeah.
And which is good because I learned a little bit, and now I'm pursuing my own, even though I don't have the certificates for graduating classes or finishing, courses or whatever, but I develop it as I go, and I use my own abilities and time to invest my knowledge, in this kind of stuff. So I could be fully developed. And I'm always wanting to learn new things. I'm still learning, dude. Like, now I'm down to the point where, now I'm in the field with these guys. I could, publish a bunch of this music and get the best quality I can. That's going through my mind, like mixing, mastering, and then publishing, distribution, marketing. It goes on from there. Like I'm doing it all myself, dude. It's crazy. Like I'm trying to figure it out, but I wish I had like a team that could, help me boost it. But
I think in my opinion, dude, I think it's better to start off doing it yourself so you can learn everything and know what's going on. And once you establish like your career starts moving, then I would pay other people to do it.
I actually do. Yeah, like the it's like I tried getting into little graphics, but I found this guy, and actually, believe it or not, he's in Vietnam. And he's doing video graphics. So I'm like, dude,
do
it's much cheaper. You know what I mean? Like, all right, here,
you're doing that VDM, bro. That Vietnamese dong, bro.
I'll pitch you $100 or $80. You make me something sick. You know, and I like that. And I wish I come across more people like.
Dude, I know, bro. You know what's the trip is I have some Vietnamese artists that are in production. If you need you want to tap in, they speak English and shit. So I met this Vietnamese chick when I was in Vietnam. I met her off Tinder actually, bro. Yeah. But she's into hip hop and shit. But she took me around like partying in Vietnam. But she does music production.
Believe it or not, dude.
She's also a DJ too out there.
Yeah, believe it or not, I have a file with hip hop tracks, and I got some pretty good shit in there.
Yeah, I'll link you guys. I would like
to share it with you guys, but then it is something that's an eye opener. Like you listen to it, like, oh, I mean, I could drop some shit.
Yeah.
And in my days, I tried a little rapping, for fun. And then my buddy was into it with me, and I got him into it. And then like we started recording, just rapping for fun. But I was more like the production guy. I wanted to kind of see my head, like the culture was there, like rapping was there, R&B, hip hop, whatever. And then my buddy's got that drum and bass, and like, oh man, these guys, going to raves and stuff, crashing raves, partying with girls, and at the raves and whatnot, and doing little, drops here and there or whatever. But it gets wild, and that party life was like something else, man. Like, I mean, it had a good time, but it was just all the drinking, drugs involved. Like, it was part of it, you just having a good time, I guess.
Well, sir, this podcast is called California Sober. Mostly what we talk about is drugs and shit. My buddy Trey.
No, it's just something past,
My co-host, dude, Trey, I grew up with this cat, dude. He's like an ex-heroin addict and shit. But me and him started, like, I've known him since I was little. Like, we started, like, using drugs together when we were, like, in high school still.
No, heroin hit the States hard.
Yeah.
It came, believe it or not, like
still going on, bro.
What you watched, what was it?
Vice or some shit?
Didn't know there's a movie with Denzel Washington.
I think
American Gangster.
Yeah, is that
something like that?
Was that in California though, or was that in
New York?
That was in New York. Yes.
Yeah, New York. They ship stuff in from Thailand. I was like, wow,
believe it.
Like heroin. Heroin.
He was actually, my buddy was talking about that. It's called like the Triangle or something. It's like a really big heroin export or something. Yeah, it's like he was explaining.
No, there's just one podcast I listened to. It's on Spotify, and it is about like these group of people that are trying to go into like narcos like territory, or like biggest drug pen, in that part of the country. And there was one guy out there that was Asian. Believe it or not, he's like half Taiwanese, half Chinese, or something like that. But he would run like major, massive stuff. And I heard it on the podcast.
Yeah.
And he's like, they were saying like he was more triple bigger than,
Chapo or something.
Chapo or,
what's the podcast name? Give him a shout out, bro. Do you remember the name?
The shout out for the podcast. Damn, it's a documentary, but they have different like episodes. So I forget. I got it.
We'll put it in the description if I figure it out.
But when we get it, I'll find out. I'll find out.
You know what's crazy is there's this dude I follow on IG. I think his name is Ed Caldron, and he was like, he used to work in TJ as a police officer, so he knows all about the cartels, and he like still works in private security, But he was talking about how like when they arrested Guzman, it's like they kind of fucked, like Mexico kind of fucked the system up, because Guzman, his thing was always just like, my business is drugs, Like all we do is drugs. He's like, we don't rob people, we don't hurt people. He's like anyone that robs or hurts people, it's like we get rid of them. And then we'll, every once in a while we'll give some money to the cops.
So get rid of them, like just murder them, like get rid of them that way, or
no, just because their whole thing is they want the community to be on their side. So they want the community to pick them over the cops, over the police, the justice system. Right, so his thing is like everything he wanted like his little society to think of the cartels as like good people. Yeah. So he would help start businesses. He'd put people in college, like doctors and shit like that. But that's anyways, cool. So when they're good, yeah, it's a trip. It's kind of
this guy.
No, I never met him, bro. I mean, but it's El Chapo, dude, Guzman.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought you said like some guy.
No, I didn't know this guy. I know of him
for the police. And then he
this guy was the guy talking about all that. So Ed Calderon. Okay, so he was a ex police officer, but he was saying once they arrested him, it's like they fucked the whole system up now because these other cartels.
System, yeah.
So the new cartels that's coming up, it's like the new generation something. It's like they're younger people, and their thing is like, no, our fucking business is fucking like
cash.
It's control and power,
Yeah, power,
and you get power through like if people are scared, they're obedient. So they kill the old lady, they fucking murder the cops, So that's why you see a lot of violence going on right now because Guzman, like he had like the biggest control, and he was more level headed about how to run it.
The last time I was there in Cancun, they had a shootout.
Yeah,
they killed one guy because, I mean, luckily we weren't in that shopping center, but we drove by there
after.
Yeah, no, we were on the way to like a tequila tasting, spot, and then we did that. But then later on, we watched the news, and it was like in that area. But it's like the beach where they control that spot, and then this other guy happened to try to be there and try to make money off of their spot. You know what I mean? So they shot each other, and this is like recently, just like last year.
I think it's called New Generation Cartel is the new one or some shit. But yeah, it's getting wild in Mexico. It's a power struggle. I mean, that's usually what happens when you eliminate a ruler, or a leader. It's like it creates a vacuum. So
yeah, those guys are, man, they get his own world over there. I was scared driving through there to go into what's that beachside party spot?
Let me see. Okay.
Right off of Tijuana, like you go further in.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I'm spacing because
I can't remember it too.
Mexican in my family. Rosarito?
Is Rosarito.
Is that one or no?
Yeah, I went to Rosarito, and I was kind of sketched out.
Yeah,
like driving through there. But in the daytime, they're all out. At nighttime, it might be worse too because they're just creeping.
Nighttime is for sure worse, bro. When I went deep into Mexico one year with my family, my mom and my sister, we went just on vacation. I think it was called like Ixtapa, which it's like more central Mexico, I think, but it's like beaches, like touristy,
Yeah.
But bro, at night, like no one goes out, dude.
Yeah, nobody's
no
there.
Tourists are out. It's even the stores are all closed, and you just see the military patrolling because it's just like shit happens, bro. Like I remember one night when we were gone, like just exploring shit, we went on like a boat trip somewhere to some island. We came back and it was like late at night, and we were hungry because we didn't eat. So we went to like we took a taxi to a taco stand, and it was like maybe 9 or 10 p.m. and it was like crazy. It was scary, bro.
But if you guys fit right in, you shouldn't be.
Not me, bro. My mom does, but not me, bro. Me and my sister.
You do kind of pass for like a Mexican or something, or Latino in the way. But yeah, no.
But it don't even matter because cartels don't give a fuck if you're foreign or you're Mexican.
Good thing you don't look like one of their enemies, right?
Yeah,
you fucked up. Like he was taking.
I look like a victim, is what I.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it gets sketchy, dude. And I mean, thankful I live here, dude. Where I'm out late at night doing this.
Yeah.
I don't got to worry about getting shot up. Yeah.
Yeah. It's better for our minds and creativity. I think the world should be more involved with, I mean, everybody does get involved. It's just, if you put yourself in there, it's just like something better. It's positive thing that we
yeah. So what do? Do you leave fucking Chapo in charge or what?
No, I don't.
You don't think so?
You
think you take him out?
I manage some money.
No, but if you were like, let's say you're in control of the government in Mexico, do you leave like Chapo in charge of his little gang, or do you break it up?
Yeah, no, I couldn't do anything. If I had the power, I'd probably see where that money's coming from, and I'll probably get a piece of it.
I think I'd tell him, I'd be like, yo, look it, dude, let's do this the right way. If you're gonna be in control and take over, if you can take over all these other gangs, these other cartels, I will make you a member of fucking the government,
Oh, yeah.
And I'll give you the authority, but only if you fucking can achieve
power,
this,
the bitches.
Let's do it right, bro.
If everything.
You're winning, bro. Fuck it. Let's win together.
Yeah, that's living large, dude. I know these. I've been around people that actually are,
yeah,
like living large, and then they're wealthy people. But
Yeah.
they eat good, dude.
I want to live large, dude.
Fucking
I want to eat good.
some food, dude.
Yeah.
But they get deals off of it. You don't have to pay anything, but they'll, you don't want to be like that guy that, just goes and eat and then leaves and eating off the rich and then not doing stuff for them. You have to work for them too, So
Yeah.
but it's nice life, but it's nowhere near like a good ending. You know what I mean? Like you won't have a good. I mean, I don't know. Some people see it as a good ending.
I don't know. They portray it like it doesn't end well. I don't know. I mean, maybe some
Yeah.
people as well. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, big guy gets fucked over, and then shit like that. It's never
Short
ends
but
up
sweet
that way.
life.
Yeah. You live fast. That's why you eat good, you sleep good, everything's good, drink good.
The move is to be in the cartel, stack up some money, then leave and move away, far away, and start a business.
Yeah, that's the motive
move,
for
but
that.
no one ever.
That's the best new motive for everything.
I don't think you ever hear of anyone that
there
does
is
that.
actually people that do that too.
Yeah,
and just creating restaurants, doing whatever. They flip. They have to like the movies. They wash the money.
Yeah,
they clean it out. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just hope this fucking weed shit or this podcast shit hits, cause
yeah, no, it's good, man. Thanks for
know.
having me, man. I enjoy this kind of conversation as much as you doing the recording and everything, because
dude, I just want to make money off talking.
that's good, man.
I feel like that's tight, dude. Like,
I think
it'll
be something. They just send it to multiple people, tell them what you think, and you give them the title, and you're just like, oh, that's a good title to watch,
Yeah,
just stick with the title, and we talk about that, but we'll go outside the box a little bit. But yeah, no, it's always great, man. I mean, I'm trying to do my best too, and doing what I do, and you'll have your ups and downs all the time, man. It's just
music's tough, bro.
Yeah,
life is tough, bro.
Life is tough. It's just not about music; it's about life, and then music actually, serenades my soul. Like I want to light candles and sometimes I meditate through music, and I love that sounds, and it's just something I developed for me as a human, and try to be more involved with people in LA or wherever, like the stars, like Hollywood or something, right?
Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood. Yeah,
dude, what's funny is I find lately I don't listen to music like I used to. Like when I'm in the car driving or listening to work, I work by myself. It's usually like podcasts now, and it made me think like, I feel like I've turned into my dad, dude. Because I remember when I was a kid and I would go visit my dad, he would pick me up and he would just listen to like talk show shit, politics shit, and I would be sitting there trying to bump something,
Yeah, but yeah,
I was like, damn,
politics
Dad. I was
go
like,
on forever too, yeah.
But I was like, damn, Dad, Linkin Park just dropped their new album. Come on, let me throw this. And you just listen to his little talk show. But now I'm like, I don't know. Maybe
it's part of being at that age.
It could be the age. I also feel like too, this like lately there just hasn't been a lot of good music coming out. Like there's been decent music, but nothing amazing,
But no, actually, the Latin music that's out now with Bad Bunny.
I don't listen to that. I mostly listen to rap.
I mean, I enjoy the
sound. I listen to rock and metal, and I listen to a little bit of EDM.
No, yeah, I listen to it all. I want to hear the new stuff. That's what I meant. Like I don't pop in a tape and then play it, just particularly Bad Bunny, but I hear it and then I'm like, oh, then he's like the number one artist here in the States.
Yeah, everywhere.
In the world, actually, right now.
Yeah, he's killing it, dude.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah, I just feel like music has gone a little bland lately. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the new artist. Or
it's probably your the way you kind of see it, and then you listen to music that it suits you in a different way.
Yeah.
But you don't hear like the new stuff. Like you don't dig into it.
It's just not, I feel like it's not as raw, bro. I think what it is? Part of it could be the artists themselves that are getting pushed by the industry,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I think
you're talking like
on Spotify, bro. Cause I don't know, like I just go on Spotify and I look for shit, But so I feel like that's part of it is they're just promoting like music that's just not what it used to be. And I think the talent of artists has gone down a little bit too, dude. I don't know why.
I mean, it's always been consistent for hip hop.
At least for hip hop, at least. Yeah, I'm speaking for hip hop specifically. I don't know about other genres.
Yeah, no, I listen to Smashing Pumpkins and all that stuff from the past, and I still actually do. I like alternative rock too, and new wave. It's kind of like I grab what sounds good to me, from any kind of genre.
Maybe
And
that
then
just means I'm getting old, bro. These young
But
kids
dude,
and their
I'm
music.
fucking old. I'm fucking old. I love music, but it's just,
I remember when Biggie was
I'm
around.
always searching for like different sounds or ideas, you know.
Hey.
And I listen to everything.
Yeah.
And even jazz. I was at a jazz place not too long ago, a live, like a set, you know, and at a restaurant. We had to pay tickets to sit there and listen
Jazz.
to jazz.
I never
And then
got
I've
too far into
actually
jazz,
met
but
some vocalists and a bass guitar guy.
yeah.
But that's all analog, you know. I don't have time. I mean, I asked him like to record some samples, send it to me, you know, and each, you know, bar of 8, you know, or 16 bars, you know, something.
Yeah.
But it's cool because I actually could take that sound of the key that he plays and make it into a MIDI, like a piano roll, and then make
Just
my
fuck with it,
sounds
yeah.
kind of adjust it. Man, that's crazy. Like you can take any sound, like you can take a classic sound and make it.
That's like a different type of artist, you know, is engineering the sound, you know. It's like a completely new.
I mean, it's biting. It's biting, but you're still creating.
I feel like it's like
People
video
take
games
stuff
from
samples.
It's
Yeah,
like video
from the
games for
past.
music, you know.
Yeah, like from the past, like they'll bring stuff from the back
All
from
the
the
time,
past,
all the time. I know
yeah.
people.
And
yeah,
it becomes a hit, right, or something.
That's a big
you
trend.
have to kind of sink your mind into shit like that.
That's actually a big trend right now. Or
Yeah.
people are sampling like older, like 80s and 90s type
Yeah.
something, you know, and then they'll put it into their new song.
Right.
It's like a really big trend right now in
Yeah.
music. I noticed.
Yeah, I like the MPC. That was basically a sampling pad. You know, the MPC. That was great. That was
Yeah.
fun. I actually they have the newer version and everything's built into it and it's more compact.
Well,
I would actually like to get my hands on those,
Yeah.
dude. Like, and then have
they're
that as
expensive.
an
The
analog as
actual
well.
NPCs, right? They're pretty.
Yeah.
Aren't they expensive? Like,
Set up, yeah.
yeah. I just get the controller, bro.
Yeah, the controller's good.
Same
Yeah,
shit,
they
bro.
could get up to there about $1,000 or $2, you know, for one of those.
Yeah.
But it's worth it if you love it. You know, you're spending money on something you love. I guess I don't know if it's gonna get anything back. You get like a lot of knowledge, gain a lot of experience from the machines and whatnot.
I'm of the next generation, man. I'm like, digitize it. Give me a controller that has the sounds input in there.
Yeah,
I'm
just
happy,
take like
you know?
DSTs and then
for half the
or
cost.
like sound packs. And then
Yeah.
you just
That's all it
kinda-
is packs now. Yeah.
packs.
I'm with it, bro. Fuck it. I have like
You
all these
know.
sounds in this thing. It's cool. Like I know with like the Roland 808 machine.
But you'll have to if you use their shit. You tweak it out, whatever. But if you use their shit just plain, they gain royalties from it. If you want to pay royalties, that's fine. You know, you could pay royalties.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll get royalties from your stuff and then whatever too. But they manage that, you know, the publishing companies. But yeah, I mean, it's somewhat music, still music.
Mhm.
But it's not like original. Like people talk about, like, let's have some original shit. And I try my hardest to do that too.
It's hard to be original. I feel
Yeah.
like now too because it's
Because
everything's
you
been
learn
done.
stuff from other people.
Everything's been done so many times.
Yeah.
It's like fighting too. It's like we've gone to a point in MMA where a lot of styles are looking very similar because everyone's already cherry picked the best aspects of different martial arts.
Dude, I just saw this video of a fighter.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of fighters, he's actually in a Thailand camp fighting arena place, and then he did some wild stuff. Dude.
Yeah, who you talk- do you know his
he'll
name?
do like the leg spin, like a fake kick, and he'll come back around and flip the other side and with
Yeah.
the other leg. Like you think he's gonna kick you, but he comes back around with another kick.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck,
Is he in like UFC or what is he in?
I don't know. I saw a
Is he just a
video
Muay
and
Thai
I was like
fighter, or-
a Muay Thai camp,
Uh-huh.
a Muay Thai fighter. He had like bleach hair. He's like a new. Yeah, he's like a new
Is he young?
trend.
There,
for
so if there's
fighting.
Pitch Stem, he bleaches his hair a lot. He's like skinny and tall. He fights at like 130 to 125 and
I
130, I
think
believe.
that might be the guy.
They call him the Shark or something.
Yeah.
There's him. I don't know if he does spin kicks, but he's known as a kicker. That's like his
Yeah.
style, his kicking and knees. Yeah, man. You know,
No, he kicks. Yeah, he kicks a lot, and that was sick. I was like, I saw some other moves, and I like can't recall what he did, but he did some other move where. I mean, they'll spook you with one of those moves. You know, you got to be aware of that. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy, and it'll probably knock you the fuck out too,
if
right?
it lands on your
Yeah,
chin,
that's
bro.
crazy. I seen it.
Actually,
Yeah,
just
it's
to
crazy.
remind me, I'm editing the last episode that we did. That I did with Trey. I just remember that he wanted me to put the video when I got knocked out by a head kicker.
When was this?
It was years ago, dude.
Oh, okay.
But
And you guys actually did something like this before. Oh, he's kind of like
he was on the last.
brain of this.
He was my co-host, but we were talking about I think we were talking. I don't know how the conversation led to that.
Where's this guy? The Trey's from in the area here, or
He's from he lives in Huntington Beach, not too far, but he's from Anaheim. He grew up in Anaheim.
Yeah, Trey
cool.
sounds like a brother, like a.
He's basically my brother, bro.
No, he's African American, right?
Nah, he's white. He's white. Yeah, but he kicks it with the brothers, bro.
Trey's like the street name, Trey.
Yeah.
Okay,
Trey.
he's a white guy.
No, that's his actual name. His mom's name is Trey. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he kicks it with the brothers though.
Yeah. No. I understand the brothers and how they, communicate with each other, and we know the streets is made from that. That everything in the streets had slangs and this and that, whatever we talk.
It's funny when I go to other places and I hear their slang.
Yeah.
Like when I went to New York, there's this term they kept saying is tight. Like, oh, you tight? Why you tight? That means you're like mad, like your butt hurt, like your asshole's tight. Yeah. I thought it was funny when they kept saying that. Damn, what else trips me out is the handshakes. Like in California, we do this thing where we go boop, boop, right?
Yeah.
Fresno, they do it different, bro.
Yeah, they lock it in.
They just do it different, bro. I see my homie.
Wild.
I can't remember how they do in Fresno, but I remember my homie Scott, like when he just came down and I went to, say what's up.
No, then again, not everybody though. It's just that group of people.
I think Scott, he just does this part. That's it. It slides off. He doesn't do the pound part. So I'll be like with my
I don't even slide anymore. I just fist bump like. Hey,
bro, in New York, in New York, they do this thing where they go like boop, and then they go boop.
Yeah.
I think that's how they do it, like that.
Yeah, like they'll sweep it up.
I'm like, yo,
around like that, then boom.
You gotta learn all that.
It's kind of crazy.
You gotta learn everything, bro. You gotta learn the streets, homie.
Yeah, that is the streets for sure, man. But that's part of everything growing up.
I gotta lock it in with every hood, homie.
yeah, but you don't want to land in the wrong, predicament and then be part of it. That happened to me.
So I gotta learn the handshakes, dog.
Even the damn taggers were getting shot at.
Yeah,
they were battling. Actually, I was there.
Yeah.
In Fresno, and they had a rival tagging group, and we would go top. You know how they top each other from if your name's on the bottom and his name's on top, like it means he won that spot.
Yeah,
it was kind of like that battle, and then it was like a strip that we call on, and it's like we go and hit up this, like Palm Street, and we would go straight down, and it was wild. It was young in my younger days, but yeah, man.
When I was in high school, I remember.
They end up like fighting each other, and then every time we'll see them somewhere. My boy would the head of the group would step up and like try to fight their head of the group, and then they actually had a fist fight, and then we would run into them, and some other guys would see us around the corner, and they actually started shooting
damn,
like I was there, and
on some paint.
Bullets were like ricocheting like off the walls
shit.
and stuff. I was like, shit.
That was the thing too. When I was in high school, I remember like the tagging like crews were like they'd be like gangs and shit.
They were.
I was like, oh shit.
That's basically what it was, and then we would break dance battles and stuff.
My thing was
the culture, is that.
Dude, my thing was never any of that shit, bro. I just like to party, bro. I just like to do drugs, dude. Yeah. Like honestly,
no, it was something that I saw that was cool in that era.
Yeah,
growing up, and then I got involved, and I like to, that was cool, like spinning, break dance and stuff. But nowadays, like I can't fuck with it. I'm done. Like, dude, I've been done for a long time.
Dude, dancers make good fighters, bro, and vice versa. Like, it's just the way you move. It's because you're learning how to it's flexibility and learning how to move your body different ways at the same time. It's
you learn fighting, that. Yeah, some fighters do that. Like they'll practice like that art
break dancing,
dancing and stuff too. So
yeah, we had this one guy at my gym a while back. He started around the same time I started. I can't remember his name. He was a Taekwondo black belt. His dad was like some sensei, and then he also did breakdancing. So he would do like crazy like jumping shit, kicks and shit, like flip kicks and shit. Wow, yeah, he was gnarly, bro.
Feeling light like a feather and flying. This feels good.
He got knocked out his first Muay Thai fight though. But he fought this dude.
It's kind of like monkeying around, but when he got you the real fight.
Bro, with the guy he fought though, he was Babalu's fucking student. Babalu, he was the UFC fighter. Yeah. He got kicked out of the UFC because he would be like choking people out after the bell and shit. Ooh. Yeah, he just was
like
tough.
Putting him to sleep.
Yeah, his gym was just all tough dudes type shit. But anyways, yeah. So I already when I saw his opponent, I was like,
so when you put somebody to sleep, it's like closing out the side of your neck here with all the blood.
I think it's the blood. I think it's the blood flow. Yeah. Right?
But if you choke somebody here, they could actually die.
They can die both ways. Yeah.
Well, they can die both ways.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. One's faster. The blood choke is the one that will kill you faster than actual like the asphyxiation choke. You know?
Yeah, like cutting your air supply is like you're
Yeah.
done.
I think you cut off the air though because you can hold your breath for a little bit. You know. With the
Uh,
blood one, I think it's pretty fast. I think it's like 20 to 30 seconds if you completely
Ooh.
cut it off.
Yeah, like shut your brain down.
Yeah, exactly.
Close the lights and stuff.
Mhm.
Wow,
So if they're
that's
just
crazy.
squeezing off your airway, yeah, you can probably hold your breath for like a minute or two, I think.
I know nothing about that. I gotta hang out with you more.
Yeah, come through, bro.
You're
My
a
gym's
fighter. You're a fighter, but I won't get you in trouble. I don't want
My
to
gym's
be
in
at places like
Bro,
feel
my
like
gym's
I
in
have
Santa
to-
Ana, bro. So, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't want to feel like I have to, like, be involved in a fight, with you guys too.
Well,
you
we're
know,
not
it's
gonna
like-
fight, bro. Dude, fighters are the most like
But
non-violent people, bro.
you use it up here, and then you guys are more, you're more developed in there, and you know better what to do, what
I
not
think
to do. and
people that know how to fight well are less likely to be violent because
Yeah.
it's like you know that you possess the ability to. It's like
stuff. Yeah, it's like a
it's like the
walking
scared
machine.
dog, bro.
Yeah,
You know, the scared dog is
basically-
the one that barks the most.
Yeah.
You know, the dog that's bigger is usually gonna chill. You know,
Yeah.
at least
yeah.
from what I noticed.
That's the mentality that they develop for nowadays for fighters, right?
Yeah, well, I
So
mean,
it's
'cause,
they always been like that.
yeah, it's good
You
for you,
can't be
bro.
that
It
guy.
helps your mental for sure. You know, it makes you more. I feel like it makes me more rational. You know, in terms of like when I get into altercations with people. When you're younger, it's different. When you're like when I first was getting into martial arts and I was a kid, dude, I always wanted to fight because I'm learning all this shit, bro. And I'm like, let me see if this shit works, bro. You know, let me see
Yeah.
if this works in the streets.
No, yeah, I tried it. And
Yeah.
it's fun. It feels good, like flying with your legs and
Yeah,
getting to left and right and then uppercuts, right?
Yeah.
It's always something that you want to learn. You never know when you're gonna get into it. And I got into it a few times too.
yeah. Well,
and,
dude,
and I actually lost, and then I won a couple. It's like both, you know what I mean? It's like there's guys that are better than you. You
Yeah.
think you're the shit. You're
that's
out
the
there.
other thing too. Is once you learn how to
Yeah.
fight, you realize that there are fucking killers out there, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you're here and you can hurt a lot of people, and this next person's here, it's like how much damage can they inflict on you? You know.
Right.
But yeah. So fighting's cool, dude. I think it's good for everyone. I think everyone should do some type of martial art. It's good for your mental.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's good, man. Besides music and
Music's good for your mental too, dude.
physical, health is, and then mental health is just as important too. So,
Mhm.
I
So
try to maintain both, man.
I read this quote online, or maybe I heard someone say it. I forgot how it goes, but it's something like you need to do 3 things in life, right? The number 1 is you need to do something to make money, bro. That's the most important, right? Then you gotta do something that's good for your health, like working out, exercising, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Eating healthy, and then the third one is you gotta do something that's good for your mental, like art, things like that. And
Well, not then again, if you're not eating or drinking healthy, it's that matters a lot.
that's
too.
number 2, buddy.
Yeah.
You fucked
Well,
up on number 2,
okay, yeah. But yeah,
and-
man. Let's. Speaking of that, man, I'm getting hungry.
You wanna run it, dude?
Yeah, let's
That's
go.
about an hour
let's
too.
go eat, man.
All right, friends.
Appreciate it, man.
So,
is
yeah,
good.
Xaks, bro, you have anything you want to plug in? Any album coming out or?
Yeah. No, I'm working on an EP. Keep it simple this time. I don't want to work on the whole album because the album was just something from I brought with me from the past too, like songs that were like made in like 2016.
Uh-huh.
Blah blah blah, whatever. But it's just the new one, the EP, maybe like 5 songs, 5 like major like sounds. Like I
Mhm.
want to like deliver on
Okay.
this next one. So
For
I'm gonna
sure.
hit it as much as I can hard, and then get some eye openers and then see where it lands, dude. Like I work with close people too, and there is some hip hop tracks, but I want to get it to the right people because I know that sound will actually develop that artist like huge if they can hit it with the right vocals. You know what I mean? It's whatever, like pop music. Like I run some new wave sounds, and
For sure. So
Man.
when's the EP expected to drop? Do you know?
man, by the end of this year, still developing. Like I said, I do
Got some
everything
time.
myself.
Gotcha.
It's bouncing back and forth from the business, and I actually started the label like last year, so it's been a year, and that's something I'm learning in the learning process. Still working with industries out here in LA and Hollywood, understanding the business, and it's not easy, bro. It's just
Nah.
tough, and nothing's easy. It's just I got myself into it, and then it's like fuck, I gotta keep working. I can't
keep
just
working, bro.
I can't stop. I
That's why-
don't want to give up. I mean, I can give up and be like, forget everything, dude. Like, it's nothing. But I do it because I want to do it for the love. I love doing it.
hmm
It just keeps me going.
That's why I'm doing this, bro. I ain't getting views, but it's fun.
No, hey,
So
you
fuck it, do it
never
for the
know,
fat-
bro.
do it for
You
the
gotta you just drop it in there, and then market it. You have to pay for marketing, dude. You know what I mean? I do that too. Like I got to pay for marketing.
Yeah, marketing's
It's
important.
just, it could get really expensive. I mean, they're dropping $1 million on the girl rapper.
Mhm.
and she's blowing up, but she blew up 30 more million. But you never know. You could lose like a quarter of that million, half of that million, and then like that's what you land with. So it's just all a game, and testing the waters. It's
For sure.
business, man.
All right. Well, good luck with that EP. We'll
Thanks,
keep an
man.
ear out, dude. And hopefully, when you release it, we'll be able to
Yeah,
put it on
definitely,
there.
man. I'll keep you guys posted, but I'm not in a hurry. I'm gonna keep taking my time. Although I'm gonna be patient with it, and I want to deliver. So I'm trying to work something good. But yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, dude. Anytime. So yeah, dude. So as always, stay cool. Don't be a dick. Say hi.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we out.
All right, dude.
All right.